And
And we're live.
we're live.
Woo.
Okay, welcome back to Agent Carter episode recaps with Travis, Gwen, Usagi, or Gladys, and myself, Joy. Um, we are recovering Ascend to Air, episode 6. And to recap where we are, Leviathan and the Black Widow teams are our current two big names in the show, as well as who exactly is framing Howard Stark, which is actually a question answered in this episode. Um, so where we left off last week, we were kind of just wrapping up in, I believe, parts of Russia with
The doctor.
Yes, with the doctor, whose name I do forget. I didn't write down, did I?
Like Ivchenko.
Ivchenko.
Something like that, yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any overarching thoughts about this episode, at least where we've left off from beginning to end? Like, for me, it was kind of like, aha, as far as how this series is going to end.
All I can think about is Sosa.
I know, me too. I feel so betrayed.
This is like my thoughts of this episode.
I was really hoping that he was gonna like be on her side, but I guess not.
The doctor?
No, Sosa.
Sosa?
Yeah.
I wanted that to play out differently. I still think he might go. He will be on her side, but how the episode played out, I was like, wow.
He didn't shoot her, so that was he did let her go.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That whole scene in the coffee shop, or in the diner, not coffee shop, but in the diner, where her and Jarvis are talking, and all of a sudden she like realizes, I'm still kind of like, once again, you guys send agents that she recognizes to go. Not to go out. Well, the first time they did that, she was taking Howard Stark, and she managed to get Jarvis to stop and was like, I know that person, we got to go somewhere else. But in this case, in the diner where they're like clearing out the people, and she just like notices everything, and I'm like, oh, you guys, why are you still, like, after Sosa went to the prison to talk to the guy pretty much said, yeah, that was the girl that beat me up. Like, why did you not think she was gonna do something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he did let her go, so that was something.
Trying to think.
Sorry.
Sorry, my cats are fighting. I didn't like the doctor to begin with. I thought he was kind of shady from the get-go, but, because he shot his friend, partner, whoever he was, at the place when they were in the... I'm, like, forgetting the names. But you know what I'm talking about, right? His friend was, like, going to hand Peggy over, so he shot him.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that could have played out a little bit differently. So at that moment, I was like, oh, he's not cool. He's not down. Something's going to happen.
That's good. I was not thinking that in any way, shape, or form. Oh, this guy wants to turn over a new leaf and realizes that this guy's a hazard, and...
Yeah, but I mean, like, they had been stuck together for that long. It was like, if he really cared about him, he could have, like, just shot him in the leg or, like, slightly injured him to get him out. But instead he just killed him, and I'm just like, he probably thought he was... Because, he was going to try to do something to Peggy, so he was like, nope, can't harm Peggy, gotta get you out. So at that moment I was like, oh, something's not good.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Oh, I just have so many thoughts about this episode.
Talk about them, share them.
I like the whole them finally closing in on Peggy. That whole scene and how Angie acted.
That fight scene, right?
Yeah.
Hopping over the booth is like...
I was like... There's just so many cool parts of this episode. It was one of my favorite episodes of the season.
It was a good episode. I thought I liked the Howling Commandos episode the best, but after watching last week's episode, that's my favorite. Like especially the whole part where Peggy and Jarvis go around knocking on the door
Yeah.
for Stark's list of women he's with, and the whole scene with Angie. Like I just completely loved it that she just trusted her and was just like didn't question it and was just like, okay, I'm gonna help you. And her crying monologue to Thompson was the best thing ever.
Like right at the part, I was like, we should make hashtag Gam Gams like a real thing.
Gam Gam? Yes.
What's your cousin? Gam Gam.
And then they're there, like, hug. I was like, what is going on with him? And he kept, like, when he hugs her, he's all, please stop.
Yeah.
I'm a grandmother. What do you call her? Gam Gam. That's
He had
T-shirt
that
for
little
when
moment.
Mr. Chad Michael Murray.
He had that little moment, and then everybody just looked at him, and he was like, goes back to being, tough Thompson. And I was laughing. Yes, that was the two. I mean, I liked the entire episode. I did like the fight scene, but I absolutely loved Angie's performance and Jarvis getting slapped. Oh, poor Jarvis.
Jarvis's lines in this episode were some of my favorite of his, like the future mafioso, where like he's just the kid's not doing anything, he's just sitting there with like a lollipop in his mouth. Jarvis is like, what? Here, just go away. And then getting slapped, and when he grabs the girl's hand, she kicks him in the shin. He's not even in this episode a lot, but I really liked his part this episode.
Yeah.
Or, his little cracks to Peggy when Peggy's like, can we get a list for the year? And he's like, there's not enough ink. Let's start off the Western Hemisphere. Like his little cracks about Stark, like he knows what Stark does, and he just had to, like, joke about it. But then at the same time, Peggy was like, oh, my God.
Because it's like he's more than just, like, a butler, and he's more like a friend or, like, an indentured brother. Is the best way I could think of it for Howard.
But I was also
Really?
like in the Iron Man films, Tony has Pepper doing that job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder how like that would work if it was actually a female having to go and do all that kind of stuff. Like, would they have played out the same? Or are they more sympathetic because Pepper's a girl and they're just like, even though she's kind of a bitch about it, like when she kicks them out, she's kind of a bitch about it. But it's like.
But at the same time, it would have to be a woman like Pepper for Howard because he and Son are very philandering womanizers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I feel like she has to be like no nonsense about it, and that's kind of. I wouldn't want to put Peggy in like a assistant role because girl does not need to be anybody's assistant.
Right.
She's having assistant. But he would need someone like Peggy and or Pepper as far as like tell me more about how you're such a genius but you can't figure stuff out type of thing. Like they can't. They're idiot savants, I want to kind of say. Like they're so smart on on the science level that their physical skills are a little stupid. But they both don't underestimate women. They're philanderers and womanizers, but I don't feel like they underestimate them as much as, say, the guys in Peggy's office.
Mm-hmm.
Like he trusts Peggy implicitly. And she's a woman, and he's like, I know you're smart enough to figure this out. I don't trust anybody else down there. So I feel like if they thought with their brains more than the lower they'd be on that level too.
Agreed.
I may have missed it, but have they said where Stark went since Peggy kicked him out? Have they mentioned that at all? Or are they just like, oh, he's gone?
I feel like he's still in the train, I think. Is that not right?
I feel like that's where they left off, so I feel like we're supposed to assume that's where he's at.
Green card?
I don't mind some assumptions, but that one's really if they're asking for us to remember that, they didn't give that to us very well on the show.
Yeah, I don't remember that where he went after.
Yeah, that was like the last we saw of him.
Yeah, that was the last thing I remember is him getting yelled at, which he really deserved.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think about the beginning of the episode where you get to see Dottie in her little Black Widow leather gear?
I love that whole part. I just think Dottie's so cool. Like, I know her intentions are bad, but like, I just think she's so cool because she plays that whole like kind of ditzy in a way, but then she gets so serious. I love that whole part about her.
Like the polar opposite from the current Black Widow. You know, she doesn't play ditzy.
She's
like,
just.
So
I'm like we do all the time.
Sex pot versus like ditzy girl type of thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's because of like the time or the era of, you know, where they are now versus what they were back then. If like they were forced to play that kind of role because they couldn't be found out, whereas now it's just like whatever, it's out in the open, I guess.
Yeah.
Or adapt for where you're at. Probably. That could be another thing. It's probably the time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And to use as another stereotype, maybe she's playing the blonde aspect as well. If not that too, but probably I would say I agree with Gwen. Era is a lot to do with it, possibly.
Yeah. So good. Okay, so the whole like scene with Dr. Avengeko or whatever, Agent Dooley in the office where you think he's gonna get sniped, and then he does like the hand movement to Dottie.
I'll read you exactly what I wrote. That was my and the guy's all, go ahead, open the window, and I'm like, no! The flashlight happens of all. He's a spy. That was my literal. I was like, I have to write that down. That was my exact reaction. I'm all, no, he's gonna die. I wanted him, like, I wanted him to be good. And I was like, oh yeah, one of the, like, this guy's gonna turn around and he's gonna become an American citizen for helping everybody out, and it's gonna be awesome. No.
The only way she can communicate with that whole scene was so good and like really well played out. I really like that scene.
What did you think about that scene with Agent Jan Brady? The guy who's the middle child, I'm calling him Agent Jan Brady because I don't remember his name. Nicknames?
I think
That's all I got.
I feel like Captain America right there. He's like, I don't get that reference, but I totally get that reference. Like, I get it.
From the Brady Bunch, Jan is like the middle child of the girls, and she's like, why is it always Marsha? Marsha. And so he goes on about middle child. I'm like, dude, Agent Jan Brady just straight up fell for this, like, or Jan?
I think it's like Yauch.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad for him because I'm like, he managed to hypnotize a very vulnerable part of the team. I kind of feel like he's like the puppy of the team. And they hypnotize him, and then he killed himself. I was like, oh my god. I was like, who does that? This guy does that, I guess, apparently. Although I didn't understand the hypnotism with the ring. I was actually trying to Google it to see like if that's a legit way to hypnotize people. And I haven't gotten anything so far, but
I got some.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I Googled it too, because I was like, I want to learn how to hypnotize people. Hashtag childhood dreams. It goes over being in a relaxed state, so he goes over, like, with Chief Dooley, he did, like, oh, think of the time when you were happy with your wife, getting him to relax, and then doing the, you know, like, it was traditionally like a pocket watch and it's something shiny. And what it said about hypnotism is it's getting you so at peace that your inhibitions are down, and that's why people will happily cluck like a chicken on stage. And I've seen someone be hypnotized at the fair, and they weren't like pulled aside before; they like legit were hypnotized. and it was kind of interesting. But what it is basically they get them at a relaxed state, and it's so relaxed that it's not that they're in a trance, it's that they don't have their inhibitions up. They're all gone, basically like alcohol without having to consume it. But it's all in the mind versus a chemical thing. Or, well, it's still a chemical. Sorry. But basically, he got him so relaxed and at a place of relaxation that he could ask him a question, and it was just like they were, shooting the breeze. And that's what I got so far.
But the Turning of the Ring, was that version of the watch? Or,
what?
Was that... The Turning of the Ring, was that that version of the pocket watch flinging, or what is...
What it is, it's a focus point versus looking in the eyes. It's like...
okay.
It's not so much that it was shiny, I think, and maybe shiny has to do with it, like a moth to the flame, but it's more of, like, engaging, like, shutting down the senses so that he's looking here, and hearing everything, and then going through the process of that. Because what it says about hypnotism is you're relaxed, but you're hyper attentive. And since you're hyper attentive, you're able to interact with what someone's saying.
Okay.
You did your research.
Dude, I love this show. It's making me look stuff up. I like when shows do that. So.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad you explained that, though, because I was wondering that, too.
We're all going to be, like, writing articles like, I'm learning how to hypnotize you.
Things Agent Carter will teach you.
One thing I liked about Dottie is when she took out creepy dentist dude. I know I'm a person, but I thought that guy deserved it. I was like, she's a bad guy, so this is one of the ones where she kind of purged or something.
Yeah.
I'm horrible, but I thought that was really interesting.
I wonder if she was already had planned to go in and kill him to get to to use the window to see across the way to the phone company, and it just by luck it turned out he was a creepy person, or did she have plans? But at the same time, I mean, if she ended up just stabbing the guy in the beginning of the episode, I'm like, I think she would have had plans to go kill the dentist anyway, so it just worked out in other people's favor, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering, too.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have broken in with him not being there if that was the case, too, though. Like, if he wasn't bad and she's like, well, I don't need to get rid of this person, and, like, it seemed like an unnecessary body count, too, from, like, although I guess fingerprints are barely existing at that time, right? There's no security cameras, so maybe she would have just left it be if he was, like, a good guy versus creepy McCreeperson.
Could see. But that whole scene with the little drill thing, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I like this. I can't do stabbing or puncture wounds. I'm like, Game of Thrones. I'm like this.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no. That was my computer.
Oh.
Aw.
What's that thing?
As long as it's still working, please stay working. Just this once. It might kick off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. She joined the call.
It's staying online at least? Okay.
There, yeah. It worked.
Next time, I don't want to do video because I'm so afraid my computer is just going to go out, like, in the middle.
So what other talking points do we have about the episode? I feel like we covered all the major ones.
Let's see.
Well, what do you think is going to happen to her since, considering that Dottie kissed her using her own lipstick against her?
Oh,
Okay,
so first off, the chief seems to know what's up with the scientist guy, because, like, once he got interrupted, he's like, keep an eye on him and don't let him go. But it seemed I don't know, it's sort of vague in that illusion, so I'm hoping he knows what's up. And he's trying to make sure that Peggy isn't one of the said Russian spies that she and the scientist were talking about in their office at the beginning of the episode. And so that's why he wants to interrogate, like, Chief Dooley wants to interrogate her too. He wants to make absolutely sure. I don't know, like that. I felt like he knew what's up. And then when Jan Brady said that he's like, he never talks to people in his office like that, and Teen Choice Award winner Chad Michael Murray said the chief, he can do what he wants, I felt like Chad Michael Murray is a bad guy, possibly, or just really bad at his job. Or S.H.I.E.L.D. Or, well, doesn't SSR
Oh my God, what if he was S.H.I.E.L.D.? That would make so much sense.
Like, because why is he so effing relaxed? Like, and because he says that one thing where he's like, I told the boys in DC, etc., that, like, we needed more people, and he was talking to, what's his name? And I was like, that seems like, don't they work together? Like, I don't, what does he mean, the guys from DC? Like, I guess I missed it, like, some of the fill in the blanks there, and I watched the episode twice today. Didn't get it still. So maybe. I'm all, like, far-reaching. I don't know.
That'd be a good reveal, though.
But I know she's helped start S.H.I.E.L.D., but maybe they're laying some foundation or something. I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool. Kind of like a prequel to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, like, they're not quite named.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I did like the part where Peggy started questioning the psychiatrist about the girls in the camp. And even though Dooley kicked her out and she still kept going with it, he was like, fine, go, do what you have to do. Even though he still added that little insult at the end, it's like he let her go do something, go investigate. But again, he had to put in his 2 little cents about her being Peggy. I did like that part.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think. I have so many. I don't know how she's gonna get out of it. Like, I keep trying to think of, like, theories and whatnot, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
He does go in Dottie's room, so I'm sure if they're doing a thorough check of Peggy, they would pull Angie in at some point to question her.
Yeah.
Unless they're really just that sexist, which I also wouldn't put past them. And then she could say Dottie cleared out, and then that would corroborate what I'm assuming Peggy will say about the lipstick thing, and in her interview in the next episode. It's something's gonna happen there, but
I need to know now.
no, we can't know now. It'll end.
My curiosity is gonna get the best of me.
We only
got what,
2 more. Unless they do that, what you guys were saying about a season for each decade or something would be really, really fun. Like, even just mini seasons would be perfect. So
That'd be amazing.
I read online though that the I guess the ratings or whatever went up for this week. Like,
Yeah.
this episode, the ratings went up. So I read that. I forgot where. I may have retweeted it, but people were saying that the ratings did jump for last week's episode. So I'm hoping they go up again tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
That it goes up enough for this week and next week's episodes that they will renew it and give us a season 2. And hopefully more than 8 episodes.
it's got a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty darn high. Like, no, it is though. ABC has consistently defended the show too. So when a television network defends a show and it's poor, like if its ratings are poor, that's usually a sign that they see what the potential is too. Because it's a Marvel property. People want merchandise from it, and the money's the big deal. So
yeah. I hope they do a second season. I know the rap party, they're like, that's a wrap on season 1. So I hope, that's just an indication. That's an indication that season 2 is upon us.
Let's see. Got 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Usually anything above a 7 is, or I think it's 7 or 6.5 on IMDb is pretty solid, technically, because you have so many. Sorry. I was like, what? I was like, what are these? I shouldn't be opening Windows.
I just realized, like, weren't both Krasinski and the how do you say his name? Weren't they both like Jack's like two right-hand men, like his besties on the force, essentially?
Oh.
Cause like he always hung out with both of them.
Yeah. Him and the guy that died like early on, right?
Yeah, Krasinski.
Yeah.
And the one that just died.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I mixed him up with what's his name. I'm horrible.
Yeah, he would hang out with both of them. Mainly use Kaminsky to do, I guess, the dirty work.
Yeah.
But he
like,
did.
How is he not more like upset about? Well, I guess I don't know about the other guy's death yet. I forgot about that. That happened like at the end.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how he's gonna react because I don't think he got kind of upset when Krasinski died, I guess, because he was more like, we gotta get Tony here. But I wonder how he's gonna be when, like, you know, he finds out about his other friend, and I'm excited to see his reaction because that's gonna like kind of confirm a little bit for me if he's really like Team SSR or something else is going on.
That's a really good point. I'm trying to think about when Krasinski died. He died. Sorry. Because yeah. Because I feel like either he buries himself in his work, but if he's burying himself in his work, he's way too emotional about it because there's some glaringly obvious things, and I get that I'm the viewer and I have like an outside perspective reading the book type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for someone who's the golden boy in his office, he misses a lot of stuff. Like,
yeah, he does.
if he's the best they have, I would concerned for our country if he was real. Does that, like, I don't know. Because Peggy's the best in the whole thing, and then what's his name who put, like, her being involved together? It's like third tier. Gosh.
Good point.
And I guess that's why I feel like he might actually be a bad guy, because I'm like, there are things you really overlook for the sake of either being a pig-headed poo-face or, like, you're just not able to comprehend it, and that's a little bit wishy-washy to me. I don't know.
I know Hydra infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. Did they ever say if Hydra infiltrated the SSR?
You know, and because I'm assuming Leviathan might be the early incarnation of Hydra. So if S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have a pre-existing form other than maybe the SSR, is Leviathan maybe an early incarnation, or is Leviathan its own thing with Russia, and they merge with Hydra? Does anyone know?
No, but that's something I'm gonna start looking for because I just thought of that. I was like, what if? Because I know
Hydra.
The events of Captain America, Winter Soldier. Turns out Hydra had been infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. this entire time. I'm like, what if somebody has been trying to get into SSR? Maybe it could be. Well, now it looks like Leviathan I can't pronounce the name, is with the psychiatrist, and then of course they sent off Dottie. At this point, I'm assuming they were the ones who sent Dottie off to go after Peggy. Once they realized she's the one who keeps foiling their plans.
Yeah.
Someone wrote an article about, like, they kind of broke down, like, 3 or 4 characters from Agent Carter, and they're like, who could be Hydra? And I'll send it to you guys. It's interesting.
I'd be really interested if it was Dooley. Because, like, that one time where he went to just go visit that guy in jail, I really thought he was going to be a bad guy, like, or hyper-villain, but...
Yeah. And, like, they even list Angie saying what could she have been, like, Hydra's first female villain.
I hope not. I like Angie.
Me neither. I really like Angie, but we know she's a good actress.
That's very
I like that part though where she was telling Peggy that her father signed her up for secretary school, and Peggy was like, "No, you belong on stage." Like she's just helping and supporting this other person, and I like the little things like that when you get a moment to see Peggy and Angie interact like that. I like seeing that stuff on TV.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else knows, but did you know that Agent Sosa, he actually played one of the New York one of the police in the Avengers in New York? Yeah. Yeah, he played one of the NYPD officers. Isn't like the IMDb trivia? They said, thus appearing in the same cinematic universe, portraying a man of his age in 2 different time periods.
I kind of like when that stuff happens, because
Yeah.
I'm not upset over it, but I'm like, it makes so much sense in the comics. Because, like, it's a lot like, comics are a lot like soap operas on TV, where, like, people die, but wait, they're not really dead, they were just in a coma in a hospital, and people are weeping, and, you know, I don't know. I find it funny.
Oh, look, it's their mysterious twin that nobody ever knew about.
Their mysterious twin, or, like, they look just like their, great uncle or grandpa or something, like.
Or like, you know, in Doctor Who, when it's like the companion always plays a character first before they become the companion, but the characters are not related at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Like they're an ancient relative or something, like on, what is it, Outlander, where like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like him. I don't think I've ever seen a familial resemblance like that. So.
I know. There's one thing I don't understand is when that happens.
Oh, did you guys catch when Peggy was talking to Dooley and she literally said that she thinks one of the child assassins from Russia could have grown up and was the one who killed Kaminsky?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember how we were saying it might have been Dottie or somebody.
Oh.
I wrote in caps, I was right, ha ha ha.
Yeah. So that was cool because she's like starting to put all of it together, and she starts questioning the guy, and all of a sudden she tells Dooley, "I think it's one of these assassins was the one that killed Kaminsky." And I know we were talking about that earlier, saying it might have been Dottie. That could have been Dottie. So that was. I'm hoping it still is going to be Dottie who did that.
Hopefully not Angie.
Assassin.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Angie still.
Oh.
Because they haven't revealed it yet. They're just
surprised about Dottie. So I'm assuming she's not.
Yeah. I'd hope it won't be Angie. It's only 2 episodes. Yeah.
Aren't those technically mercenaries?
Yeah.
Like they're individual hires, mostly through the Russian government, but then can be individually contracted?
I think so, yeah.
I have no idea.
I've done the research on Black Widow.
And, well, the things about kind of like I said about the soap opera thing, it can change.
Yeah.
Not even every decade, every year. It can be completely different.
So is anyone else upset that even at Toy Fair we didn't get Agent Carter Funko Pop?
Yes. But we have Agent May. That's really
I thought that was so cool. Cause like
I'm upset about a lot of things coming out of Toy Fair.
You're what?
I said I'm a little bit upset about some of the toys that are coming out at Toy Fair.
What I have to do with Arrow?
Yes. Yes.
Well, and like the one Black Widow toy that we're getting is in a 4-pack, so you have to buy the whole 4-pack on Amazon if you want the Black Widow toy. And it's kind of like, can't you just sell the Black Widow separately?
Yeah.
Well, I'm already still mad because Funko released the picture and they're like, here, your Age of Ultron toys. And no Scarlet Witch and no Black Widow.
I didn't
Anywhere
even
to be
think.
found.
I thought I saw a toy set on, I follow like a bunch of toy blogs and they're posting about it. There was like a set on a master post of all the Avengers toys of a Scarlet Witch, and she's holding the things that are supposed to look like her, like, you know, blaster type thing. It didn't look very well made, but it's a Scarlet Witch toy.
Yeah, because the last picture I saw was the one that Funko released, and it was everybody with the 6-inch Hulkbuster. But
Oh, yeah.
there was no Scarlet Witch and no Black Widow, so I'm like, where are they? I'm hoping they're going to be released in another picture. And then, yeah, with the Arrow sets, it's like 2 versions of Green Arrow, Canary, and Deathstroke. And then
I'm trying to look it up and my computer's not participating.
And then they're doing the same thing for the reaction figures. Again, 2 Green Arrow versions, Deathstroke and Canary. And I'm like, where's Diggle? Where's Felicity?
Yeah.
Like, they have been in the TV show, like, helping
Longer.
Oliver. Do we need 2 versions of Oliver?
Apparently so.
If you don't, you have to get him with his hood and without his hood.
It's not even that. It's with the face mask.
No, I know. I'm just, it's ridiculous because I think you should just do the hero version and call it. Maybe have a metallic, but it ends there.
Yeah. No.
Well, it's a Hasbro, so Hasbro's putting out a Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
It's not the best looking. It's so weird, like, and they put the thing, okay, so she's wearing her skirt, but there's like a joint kind of system in it where you can move her legs. So you see like the joints like right where her crotch would be, and the photo looks really weird. I'll tweet the article.
Oh my gosh, I just saw it. It does look weird.
Yeah, like the joint where you the bottom half is her crotch. And it's
I might have seen it pop up.
I'll tweet it or out it to you guys. And then like the same thing for the I think it's a Marvel Legends Black Widow, the DC line, the new DC toys that they're putting out, the joints are so awkwardly placed, and I'm like, I don't want a toy where there's like a right under the boob joint and then like a right above the crotch joint and then like all these like, can we just have like, you know, move the legs like old school Barbie where you just move the legs?
You just move the arms right at the shoulder joints, and then the legs only come up and down.
Like, all the weird placed joints on these toys are just awkward. But the Scarlet Witch one's the weirdest, because it's like a bulge out.
Like G.I. Joe weird, like, because they have all those, like...
I think it's basically like that, almost.
What?
I'm going to tweet it at you.
I
am excited though because they're releasing in the Marvel Legends line. They're doing Misty Knight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hellcat and I forgot who the other person was.
I'm just stoked that they gave her the afro. Like, it's a black chick with an afro. That's so cool.
Yes.
And I'm excited the Captain Marvel one finally is hitting stores. I just have to find it.
I know, me too.
It's proving to be difficult. I was pissed because they did a 3-pack set for Target only where it was Miss Marvel, so Carol in her Miss Marvel outfit, but then you had to get it with Captain America and Radioactive Man. Because I need another Captain America figure. Couldn't you have just given me the Miss Marvel figure on her own? But I am happy Captain Marvel is out. Just have to find her. Because I don't think they put many of her in a case. I think it's probably just like one.
Ah, okay. I know it's off topic, but did anyone see the Fifth Element reaction figures?
I did.
Oh my gosh, they look so amazing.
They look so cool.
I will be buying them all.
I wanted to start collecting those because my job sells a whole bunch of them. And then I saw those, and I'm like, I think those will be the first ones I buy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many. The first ones I got were like Alien and Terminator. But Fifth Element will be joining that collection.
I haven't bought any of the reaction figures yet. Mostly because I haven't seen one that I wanted. Like, I haven't seen the Firefly ones in store at all.
Oh, we have them at my job. I can snag a few for you and then send them to you. Yeah, we have.
Because we might need to do that.
Yeah, we have.
We want Zoe and
Firefly, Alien, Goonies, the what do you call Universal monsters? So like Wolfman, Frankenstein.
Oh, and that's such a great line.
Yeah, and then like I think we had Back to the Future, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I know I've seen the Firefly ones.
Yeah.
I have the Freddy Krueger one. I had to pick that one up because I'm a fan of Freddy, and I actually got Alien.
Yes. I've seen the Alien one.
Alien
yeah, no, that came in my loot crate. I forgot what month it was, but they ended up adding the Alien reaction figures, and I got the Alien one. I was very excited for that.
See,
I have a box next to me. I wonder if it's from one of these. I feel like it was October, yeah?
Yeah, it was October. I
yeah,
thought. The Alien line. I also have the Freddy one and the Jason, the 8-bit versions, like the video game ones.
Oh, cool.
I haven't seen those.
If they don't make an Agent Carter pop, they better make reaction figures. I'm just saying, because they can hold guns.
See, reaction figures will be perfect because it's sort of dated, like the show. Like, they're making Breaking Bad reaction figures, which I have no idea why.
Breaking what? Breaking Bad?
Yeah. Which I mean, it's cool. But
Flash, Breaking Bad, and Arrow.
See, yeah. I like it at first because it was like all older stuff, you know, kind of like figures when you couldn't get them, but... Yeah.
I like that they did that they took figures, like with the Alien ones, they had prototypes made and they never released them. So they ended up taking them and releasing them, and then of course the Goonies, I don't know if Goonies ever got toys.
Yeah.
So that's what I was liking, that they were taking older stuff and making figures for them, because either we can't get them anymore, they just never got made. But now during Toy Fair, they were showing off Arrow, Flash, and Breaking Bad. So I was like, okay, I guess they're wrenching out. But the thing with the pop figures, I'm happy they're doing Agent May, but I wish they had added Skye or Gemma or even Bobby.
Yeah, that would.
I love Bobby. I'm so happy they made her a series regular now for the rest of the season. So I'm very excited. She's one of my favorite characters on that show.
I'm really stoked about May just because she's number one, Ming-Na Wen, and number two, I liked the fighting, like her being the fighting, just badass, kind of like if Agent Carter were like a Black Widow and there was someone down the line, I felt like she's the closest one to that for me. And also she's a pilot, which is currently where I'm at. I don't see a lot of female pilots, but there are some, but it's a small number, but it's really cool to see.
She runs the bus. May runs the bus. That's what it is right there.
Hey Gladys, did you see the Masters of the Universe Classics toys that they're coming out with this year? Next year? I think it's next year.
No, I didn't.
I know that you collect Masters of the Universe, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god, that line! I just now saw.
Yeah, because the Maddie collectors, I think they did say that this year was supposed to be their last year.
Oh wow!
I will tweet you the link that I just found.
Yay!
It looks actually really cool.
I really
do. They announced so many Funko Pops, I couldn't even keep track of them.
But some of them I feel like we don't need them. But that's just me. I don't want Family Guy Funkos because it's Family Guy.
The only ones I got excited about were Harry Potter because I've been wanting this for years.
Harry Potter and Doctor Who for sure.
Yes, I'm excited for the Doctor Who ones, even though my 9 is missing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure they're gonna make
Nine, not actually anymore at all, actually. Because, like, he was only for one, well, 9 was only for one season, and I feel like when it comes to merchandise, they always leave him out just because he was only one season, and that really bothers me.
It's
I think
fine.
it's Eccleston though.
I mean,
I
that's the
know.
other thing. I don't know how licensing works, so I don't know if it's just they don't want to go there, but at the same time, it's like, show 9 some respect. He
I know.
only did it for a season, but if he hadn't probably done a damn good job, I don't think they would have continued.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited for the TARDIS.
I know. I thought that was so cool. It's just like a little
Isn't
pop.
it just wave 1 of Doctor Who? So there's probably gonna be more. Like they'll probably
They
they probably did those couple and then they'll go further. Like you can't not have 4, but I could see where having 4 over 9 does work. Not that I prefer 4 to 9. I actually like 9 a lot better. But he's considered, he and David Tennant are the 2 most popular Doctors.
Yeah.
And if Wave 1 does well, which it will, they'll have another, like they've had 2 waves of Adventure Time. They've had 3 waves of Game of Thrones, right? 3, are they on 6? They might be on 5 or 6, actually.
I think they're on 5 or 6, yeah.
Bunch of waves. Because they released, what was it?
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Was it Adipose, Whipping Angel, Dalek, the TARDIS,
And Cybermen.
10, 11, 12, and I think 4.
Yeah.
And then the keychains.
10, 11, 12, 4, Adipose, and which one again?
Weeping Angel and the
Cybermen.
Dalek.
Weeping Angel. There's about, they usually do 6 or 8 on a wave.
No, that was a lot. Like, they had a bunch out for Doctor Who.
They really,
They'll
brought out
probably,
the big guns.
because they usually do like 6 at a time. I just grabbed the closest one next to me, right?
Mhm.
So, and then here's the baby Groot, and they don't have, he's not on the back, but they'll do like random,
Oh, see.
so I'm assuming they'll be in waves.
Yeah, that's what I think. And maybe they'll do more Doctors and Companions. So.
Funko, you better. They're all
The
watching.
Futurama ones are really cute, too.
The what?
The Futurama ones.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be buying those all.
I want Bender and Leela the most.
Yes, those are my 2 most, especially Bender.
I have to get a Bender tattoo. I want to get like a robot sleeve, so because all I have is Gurr so far.
That would be amazing. Like, so amazing.
My
I'm all for nerdy tattoos.
Gurr has blue around it because I got punctured.
Oh. They release so much.
It is surprising for how many they release. There's not like what Gladys was saying when we first started. There's 6 Lokis and how many Captain Americas and how many Batmans, and there's not others.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't.
Well, like, and they came out with so many variants of the Baby Groot as well. And it's like, do we really need all these variants of Baby Groot? Like,
Yeah,
One Groot is enough.
Yeah, which annoyed me because the only thing they changed was like a little pot. I was like, well,
yeah, and like
I
I saw some. My friend had like 3, and all 3 had different paint jobs, and the same pot. And I'm like, well, why?
I know.
And
I
then
just have my 2 Groots, which is regular Groot and Baby Groot.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I have.
Same.
I have the Loot Crate Groot and Baby Groot.
Ooh,
and
you
I-
got the nice Groot.
Oh yeah, that's the Groot I have. I don't know if you
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Ah, I have the regular one. I joined the Loot Crate bandwagon too late.
Yay. It's good to be, well, I mean, I don't mind variants, like 1 or 2, but like once you hit like 4 variants, isn't that a bit much?
You'd think
Like,
so.
I mean, I could do Peggy Carter, one in her Captain America, and then one with the red hat, because you gotta have the red hat.
Yeah.
But I would think 4 is almost overdoing it, but I'll still try and get them all, but...
Yeah.
What was it? Batman. Like, I've seen him in a yellow outfit, and like Entertainment Earth has him in a pink outfit, and the Loot Crate one that we just got made him look like a Joker.
It's his Halloween
Yeah.
costume. I thought that one was cute. I really liked that one.
I really
Well,
did.
I'm
That
not
was really
knocking it, but at the same time, I'm like, how many Batmans do you need?
Yeah, and that yellow Batman too is just like the first out of like 6, 7. They're doing the rainbow line, which is
I have 3 Batman.
oh wow. I don't have any Batmans. I don't have any DC ones.
I have the Arkham one, which I think we got before we got the Joker one, and then we got the Target one where he's unmasked. Cause I like Bruce Wayne.
Haha.
The only DC ones I have are the Harley Quinn ones they've released, Catwoman from the Batman TV series, and Batgirl.
That one where she's got the glittery suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my
I
idea.
remember you posting that. I was like, I need that one.
I want the whole 66 Batman line. Cause it's my favorite one.
With the car? Or the
This
car?
one?
Yes. Oh, that seems so
The
nice.
Joker one where he has the little mustache.
Yeah. See, I really want to get the Adam West and the Burt Ward one because I want to try having fun in it.
Oh, Gwen has that, don't you? I was just going through you guys' pop posts earlier.
Yeah, I have Adam West, Burt Ward, and then the Catwoman one.
Oh my gosh. You're farther than me. Does anybody like try to collect like full series of them? Like, because the only one so far I've collected almost all is the Supernatural ones.
I almost have all the Supernaturals, and then they released the in their FBI suits. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
The only
that's
two
I actually don't. No, I don't.
The only full series I have is the He-Man She-Ra one. That was the only one where I bought all 5 of them.
Wow.
Everything else I've been kind of super picky. Like
Yeah.
Daryl, I don't need 5 different versions of Daryl.
Oh god.
I just
I'm trying to.
think I have the bloody Daryl. I don't remember which, but I'm like, I keep seeing different versions of him that I'm like, I don't need that many.
I'm trying to collect all of these.
Oh, see, I don't even like watch My Little Pony, but those things look really cool.
We found a glitter one on Friday by accident. I was like, yay, sweetie. Well, we have a couple of glitter ones, but I really just like those ones.
Yeah. I wanted the Doctor Who's one.
I have
I have him with the green tie.
Ooh, man.
we have the Doctor Who's that one at my job, but I haven't seen the Funko version of Doctor Who's. He's really cute though.
Yeah.
I'm at Target, I think. Or no, Toys R Us.
Oops, that was me. We have the Amazon has DJ Pone 3, Dr. Hooves, and Derpy all together. I just knocked over action figures. In a 3 set, and they're metallic, and they're really cute. I don't know if they're like the most collectible, but we like all 3 of them, so we just got those. And then
I only bought Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy, and then I got Dr. Hooves for Christmas.
I have like no pony Funkos. I just have like one of the I don't know
I'm a fan of Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash.
I have the mystery box ones. I have this.
I like that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's the only one I have.
We have 5 of the pops. Like we have the 3, and the 3 set, and then I have Twilight Sparkle as the pop style figure versus the black box. I don't know what to call that Funko. This one.
Yeah, that's the style I have for Dr. Hooves.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How hard was that post for you guys, by the way?
I just took like 2 pictures of like 2 different Funko, 3 pictures, and then the other 2 are ones that I didn't own, so it was good. Because it was RoboCop and Alien.
Oh, you mean the five Fandom Friday one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw, like, you guys all, like, one especially had him on a tier, and I was like, how hard was it to narrow it down for you? Because, like, I was trying to choose between that box over there.
which 5 boxes are your favorite?
I took a picture of every one.
No, it was hard for me, but I knew I had to do the Harley Quinns because I'm trying to grab all the Harley Quinn ones. So if anybody comes across a decently repriced Harley Quinn with the mallet, please let me know.
Wait,
Okay.
What, you've needed the Harley Quinn with the mallet?
The mallet. I have the two. I have both versions with the gun, one that glows in the dark and the regular one. But the mallet, I think, was Hot Topic.
Original
I've seen the mallet like
Oh, original
3
costume
times.
mallet. Sorry.
new costume.
I've seen that one like 3 times.
No, it's not the roller derby mallet, but her original costume mallet.
Oh, okay, okay. I
That one?
haven't
Oh,
seen that.
okay, never mind.
Sorry, I keep getting Jaime to get me stuff. Sorry, no, the original costume one.
With the mallet, she has the cowl.
So it's the regular costume, but instead with the gun,
Oh, it has the
she came
mallet.
with the mallet, but it was a Hot Topic one.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
I'm on the lookout.
I'll look
Kind of
for
like
it.
that one.
You got one of the little ones.
I do. Like I said, I have I keep buying all the Harley Quinn ones.
Oh wow, that's a cool collection though.
But see, those are all very different. Like, well, I guess the one with the gun versus the mallet are a little similar, but like
Yeah.
the Nurse Harley, like it's a completely different.
Yeah.
Roller Harley is completely different. That's all I'm saying about like the unmasked Captain America and unmasked Batman. Sure, they're at hoods removed, but
They did the same thing with Winter Soldier. They had eyes, the mask over his eyes on, and then they had the one without him.
I pre-ordered those so fast it wasn't funny.
I have the one of him with just the mouth part on.
Yeah, that's the one I got because I wanted to see his eyes.
I got both. Couldn't help it. Almost bought another one too to take out of box, but I stopped myself there.
I take all of mine out of box. It's so sad when people come in and buy Funkos and they're like, "Oh, I keep them in the box." I'm like, "But why?"
I have to stack them.
A lot of them are so cooler outside the box, like the Slimer.
Oh, see, now that one I would take outside the box.
Slimer needs to be out of a box. That was the other one.
I keep mine in the box.
I definitely see. I took them out.
You got Slimer. See, he's the one that I need to buy, but I just keep putting off.
I have Slimer, and then I have the I like to call him Roasted.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, we have that. We have that at my job.
Yeah,
comic.
these two were the other ones that I had to put in my top 5 for the fandom post.
See, it's too hard.
I got the SDCC one this year of the Slimer and Venkman.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
Well, I should just turn this this way.
I need
Don't look at the laundry.
Funko needs to make
Oh,
Agent Carter so I can add her with my Black Widow. And now May, like I have Natasha, I'll have May, and then I just need Agent Carter.
it'll be good.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be. I put one of my favorite in the top 5 was LSP from Adventure Time.
I have
Mine,
LSD and Gunther.
That was in mine too.
See, because that was like one of the first Funkos I ever was like introduced to, and I've wanted it for years, so I finally bought it.
I think that was the first one that I got too, and I had taped her to the dash of my car when I first got my car. Like, I was like, this is the first one I got, and then I started collecting more. I think the second one I ever got was Peter Pan, and so like my collection was very small, so I was like, oh, I'll just put them in my car. But then as I started collecting them, I was like, okay, no, I gotta take them inside now.
Yeah.
Car for them too.
See, my first one
my
was
Blueberry. That was my first one.
Oh, that's a good first one. Mine was Daenerys Targaryen.
Ooh, that's good too.
Then I started collecting some of Game of Thrones ones, and then it
I
kind of ventured.
don't remember which one was my first one. Probably Harley.
Dude, I didn't even realize they had She-Ra.
They do.
At your post, I was like, I need like at least two of these.
Yeah, it was Skeletor, He-Man, She-Ra, Hordak, and Spikecore, which was a random villain they picked. I was like, why did they pick like Catra or Shadow Weaver or Beastman or Leech? But okay, whatever. And like I said, that was my first and only complete set that I've ever bought. Like I just picked them all up at my local comic shop, and I'm like, they're mine.
That's awesome.
I think my first complete set will be the Harry Potter ones, because I'm going to pre-order all of them at once, just because Harry Potter.
I need to order Hawkeye. I am so excited to finally releasing a Hawkeye.
GameStop, you can put $5 down. He's yours for sure.
GameStop.
I pre-ordered we pre-ordered all of them except Captain America, and I think that was it. I think we pre-ordered all the others because that Iron Man looks really cool.
Can you do that online, or do you have to go in the store?
I don't know about online. We did it in the store, and just, you know how you pre-order the games? We just did the same thing.
Yeah.
Ours are paid off already now, so when they come in, we'll just walk out with a box.
Nice.
But do you see, like, now more people are knowing about GameStop selling Funkos because the Borderlands, like, 2 of the Claptraps are, like, exclusives. I'm like, no!
Well, and they sold out of Ultron the first round when we pre-ordered all of them, and when we were in the store talking, and they were still out of them, and then by the end of the conversation, they had just put them back up, so we were like, we want to buy ours! So they'll go in, like, waves, and it's kind of cool with the amiibos because they're so hard to get.
Yes, that's what I just started collecting, is the amiibo.
Yeah,
I'm very annoyed with Nintendo name amiibos because they just make it impossible for you to get. Like, you have to pre-order them and get them all at once so you don't run unlike Disney Infinity, there's just no chance of you getting them if you don't pre-order them.
Because I wanted the Villager.
That's what I want!
Yeah,
Villager?
and, like, yeah. And I wanted the Wii Fit trainer just because it looks funny. But, like, they're so expensive. Oh, my God!
We have her and Little Mac and Star Fox. I was thinking about doing a giveaway with one of the Star Foxes because we bought two. But if anyone has another Villager, I will gladly trade.
Oh, I just went on GameStop and it said they had buy new the Villager amiibo. And then I clicked it and it said sold out. Okay, that just got my hopes up too much.
Oh. Yeah, Nintendo's really sucking about that. Like, and then their random store exclusives. I could see, like, oh, metallic exclusive Lucario is at Toys R Us only versus plain boring Lucario is at all the stores. Like,
yeah.
Nice if they did that. And that's really my only problem with exclusives sometimes is, like, you can make a really cool alternative version to be exclusive, and people are still going to want it, but, like, make, like, the glitter My Little Pony things, like, there's the glitter ones, which are really rare, and you can try and find those, or you can get the plain one if you just want one. That's always nice for people, I think, so.
Definitely. Just, amiibos are so frustrating right now, because, like, I mean, I just started buying them, but I've been on hunt for the Villager ever since, like, they first announced it, because I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan.
You can pre-order Funkos on their website. Sorry, I was, like, looking. Like, they have the Avengers 2 Hawkeye available for pre-order, and it's $9.99, which is, I guess, pretty standard, and you can just do pickup at store instead of shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have the Avengers bundle. It's only $60, and it has all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not buying all of them, sorry.
You're like, I have too many.
Well, I already have a Captain America, and
Me too.
I got Hulk for Lily because it was on sale for $2, so I picked it up.
Ah.
And I haven't bought an Iron Man because I haven't been able to find him, but I'm glad I waited because the one where he's using the blasters,
yeah,
that one looks cool. I like how they did that one. So, and I like it. I mean, if you're gonna make a bunch of different, some more of the same character, I like it when they change them up like that. Because the only thing I think different with Captain America is his outfit.
Yeah.
That's it. But at least with Iron Man, they took the same concept as they did with Slimer and used it so it looks like he's blasting off.
Yeah, I thought it was so cool.
I like that one too. Or like if they did his old armor from early in the comics or something would be cool.
Yeah.
That way it's different. I don't like when they use the same mold and just paint it a different color unless it's like a SDCC or a con. If it's a con exclusive, I get it. But after that, I'm kind of... Although the clear glitter is... I really like the clear glitter. It's sparkly.
Have you seen they announced at Toy Fair the car Funko Pops?
Yeah, they're gonna have Lola.
Yeah, they're so funny. Like they are. They're really different. I mean, I would never buy them, but I was like, at least they're different than the normal.
I really want the Deadpool and the Chimichanga truck.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I want that.
I haven't bought a vehicle. I was this close to buying the Ecto one, but then they showed off pictures of Deadpool with the Chimichanga truck, and Deadpool is holding a Chimichanga.
oh, that's awesome.
I was like, damn it, because we only have one Deadpool. No, we have two Deadpools. We have one where he's in his entire outfit, and then we have the one where he's unmasked, so you see his face, but we haven't gotten like the the X-Force outfit or this outfit or that outfit. I kind of drew the line. At those outfits, I'd be like, I will take original outfit and no mask one, but I'm gonna probably break and get the Chimichanga truck set.
See, I was waiting on the Ecto, but then they announced Jesse Pinkman in his van, or in the RV, and I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, so I think I might try to get that one. But then again, I don't know. Too much.
Have they released the exclusives for Comic-Con yet?
Not yet.
I think it's a little too early.
Yeah, they won't announce it till like months coming up, but then a couple weeks before they'll have the list.
I just saw the picture of the Catbug Funko, so I'm like,
The Catbug Funko, what?
Oh
What?
yeah, they're doing the
Bravest Warriors.
Yeah, Bravest Warriors.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pre-order that one. I knew it was coming, but I haven't seen a picture.
Okay, I'll be pre-ordering that one too. I want a Bee and Puppy Cat one.
Me too.
Yes,
They'd be so good.
they'd be perfect. At least Puppy Cat.
I know, I need those.
What other Funko dreams are there?
I love how we shifted from Agent Carter down to Funko, talking about Funko.
They're doing the
That's what I was
breakfast.
about to say. I was like, we kind of changed subject.
They're doing the Breakfast Club and the Pretty in Pink ones, I think, as well.
Wow, I have to get my mom the Pretty and Pink ones.
No, Pretty in Pink is different. That's 16 Candles.
16 Candles. There we go.
Saw the Jake Ryan one, and I really want that one. I still
want all of them. Oh my gosh.
Just give me all the Funkos.
Yeah,
Seriously.
you could just have like a subscription box where like I could see where it'd be at least $40 a month, but they send you 2 Funkos at a time, so you can just build your collection. You can check off what you already bought, and then maybe once a year, they send you a rare one. I'm just saying, it's a great idea, Funko. I like it. Not to toot my own horn. That Bender looks awesome.
That's why I sort of signed up for the Marvel
Yeah.
Funko collector box thing.
Oh, I'm really excited for the Orphan Black ones, though. I'm gonna get that whole collection. All the clones. Do you guys
Yeah.
watch?
Yes.
I've only seen the first season. I need to watch the second season. They just started third season, right?
And not till April, so
Okay.
I don't know if it's on Amazon Prime yet. It should be by now, if not the beginning of next month, I would hope.
Yeah.
They put it on before the last one.
Orphan Black is so good.
Oh my gosh. There's a Rachel Duncan with the pencil in her eye.
Yes, that is a Hot Topic exclusive.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
They will be on the hunt.
Do you guys follow them on Instagram?
Funko?
Orphan Black, actually.
No.
I do not.
They do clips because they're leading up to the new season, and Tatiana Maslany basically is each character, and at the end she says, I'm not your property, I am not your spy, or I'm not your different things, or I'm not your puppet. But it's cool because I watched all of them back to back, and it's just great to see her acting, because not just physically, she's each different character, but like saying the words, it's like a different person each time, and
She's amazing.
any award that she's nominated for and doesn't win is a snub. I will stand by that. Like, and that's
like that's just like that whole. I don't know if it was the first season or second season, but when they're in the living room and they're all just like talking, and I'm just like, what? How do you possess this much talent?
and not to spoil anything, but in the second season, there's an episode where it has all the clones and they're dancing.
Yeah.
And there's a different physical like dance for each character.
Yeah. I don't understand how one person does all those characters.
That's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get nominated for a Golden Globe at all.
Yeah. That was crap.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
They need to reboot the whole Academy and all of that stuff. They should be kind of cycling people and seeing other things. I don't know, like that stuff bugs me.
Yeah.
A lot.
Gladys, did you see the Funko Pop Ghostbusters Domo ones? Like they have a Domo Slimer?
Yes, I did see those.
I never get the Domo ones. I kind of want one.
I don't either. Like they did that whole line of different Batmans.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of like, I'm okay. But I thought they were cool, the Ghostbuster Domos.
Yeah. But then, like, I don't need two Slimers.
Exactly. I like the Slimer I already have. He's cute.
Yeah. Not so much. Oh.
Well, those vinyl vixens look cool, and the vinyl idols.
The vinyl idols are going to be my new obsession. I need all the Ghostbuster ones.
The Shaun of the Dead one.
Yeah.
Or no, that's Hot Fuzz. And then Lloyd from Say Anything too.
See, those things just look
Oh,
so
Peter.
pretty. They have Seinfeld ones too? Oh my gosh.
Young Frankenstein.
Don't understand that, but okay.
I know, I don't either.
And what?
The Seinfeld figures that they're releasing.
Especially since they only have Young Frankenstein and there's so many more Mel Brooks films to choose from.
I don't.
I like their little itty bitty Marvel cutesy adored figures. I forgot what they're called. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh yeah, when they look like little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just so cute.
What?
They are.
I want the Rocket. There's Rocket, and he comes with his own little.
It's a vinyl
Groot.
figure.
And then there's the regular Groot, adult Groot, but the one they did with Rocket comes with little baby Groot, and he's just smiling. It's cute. They're adorable. They're freaking adorable.
DC Collectibles is coming out with some really cool figures that I'm gonna throw my money at. They're coming out with like this really cute, like grayscale Harley Quinn, where she's like in this alternate outfit. I don't know. It's really cute. Oh,
the black and white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually was the original concept art of Harley.
Where she has like the glasses on and like the dress.
Yes, that was the original concept art, but they ended up not going with it and went with the Jester outfit. But
that's so cute.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to be getting that to go with my other Harley.
I'll tweet you guys the link to the photos of all the DC collectible stuff.
And then they did a bombshell statue of Harley in the little old school nurse's outfit, and she's got Joker dipped and giving him a kiss.
Oh my god.
That's the other statue they're releasing. Yeah, they ended up finally posting everything they've got in the pipeline for 2015 at DC.com or whatever the DC website is. Yes,
okay, I'm looking at like a Wonder Woman, but she's wearing like a t-shirt and shorts and then like hoop earrings. What is that from? I've never seen that before.
On this same page you sent?
Yeah.
That does not ring a bell. Let me see.
Is it Wonder Girl?
Is it Wonder Girl? I don't know. She's like on the first page. Or, yeah, first page.
Let me see.
She's next to Batman, and then in between another Wonder Woman, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's floating. Yay.
I don't know what Wonder Woman that is. Like a laid back Wonder
The
Woman.
socks are cool.
I don't know where that one's from, but I like her.
So do I.
I like her socks and shoes too.
And I like the Arrow and Canary figure where he's like helping her shoot the arrow. He's like standing behind her. It's really cute. Oh my gosh, so many cute things.
I'm excited for the Batgirl black and white statue.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
getting that one. That's
Oh, they're doing a Constantine toy, even though the show is like not doing that well, right?
no, yeah, it's not. Oh, they're doing Gotham toys. I'm slightly excited.
I feel like they're not. I feel like with Constantine, it's not maybe promoted well.
It's, you know what, I didn't put it on DVR, so I fell behind on it. And when I wanted to catch up, I don't know if it's because it was NBC, they didn't have the entire season online, and Hulu only had what NBC had. So they were, I think they had episode 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm like, well, I'm not going to jump into the middle of the season. And I kept tweeting at NBC and Hulu, like, can y'all put the entire season up? Like, you guys want the ratings to go up. You want fans to start watching. Like, can y'all put the first 4 episodes up so I can catch up? And I finally found them. And I really like the show. I still have to see the last 2 episodes. They're on Hulu. But I really am enjoying the series. And I absolutely love Zed.
We like that and Grimm was a slow burn for me, and I think Constantine is kind of like that. I think Constantine is a much stronger season 1 than, say, Sleepy Hollow did, and I like Sleepy Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid when you have like a dark supernatural thriller, sometimes Supernatural did a really good job of having it one season, one bad guy. It kind of follows the Sailor Moon formula. There's monsters a week. You have one overarching storyline, and then you have things interspersed in between, so it's not all the information, but it's spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Constantine and Sleepy Hollow I get that if their pilot doesn't do well, they want you to at least feel satisfied when it ends, versus, say, Firefly, where you want more. And it's... But you could leave a little bit more to the end. Like, there could be more detective work and stuff. Like, it's not... I feel like they're not doing things right with their show in a way. But I really like it. I really like the show. I think it's a great... I think it's a great filler and a great show to follow after Grimm, too. I
need to catch up on Grimm. I'm in the middle of the not even the middle of the 3rd season. I'm on the 3rd season, so I need to catch up. But, yeah, like, the first episode of Constantine, you could tell they were having a little bit of
working it out.
Trying to work it out, because I know I want to say her name was Lucy. And then starting episode 2, they ended up with Zed.
Yeah.
But, like, once they found their footing and they really got into it, like, there was that big storyline of darkness and evil coming, but they had all these little things to deal with that evolved around that, and I was finding I found it really interesting, and I love the relationship that Constantine has with Manny.
Yeah. That's his cab driver, right?
No, Chase is the cab driver. Manny is the angel.
Okay, gotcha.
I think his name is Manny. I may be wrong. But no, Chase, the cab driver, is awesome too. There's a couple episodes that revolve around him, and those were really good. I don't know, I just don't feel like the NBC is promoting it enough. And I read somewhere that they're thinking about moving it to Sci-Fi, because when Sci-Fi did a marathon, it did really well on the Sci-Fi channel.
It's because it gave you, like you said, they gave it a chance to catch up. One of the things that major networks are really screwing up on when it comes to Hulu, I'm going to go ahead and say corporate fat cats don't understand the power of the internet, and using the internet could go greatly to their advantage if they, A, paid attention to what people who watch a show say. For instance, the Peggy Carter fandom, we're all about, like, make Agent Carter. We will literally throw money at them if they made merchandise.
Yeah.
Why they weren't prepared for that is beyond me. Even making a couple of things and being like, oh, well, we already sold out, let's make some more, and then make this happen, and then, like I said, make one exclusive one that's all, like, what, pewter? You could sell something that's pewter for, like, $100 plus, and people would buy it because it's a collectible.
Yeah.
Who is in charge of this? I want to know. And I'll tell you right now, that person on each of those channels should be fired because they're not doing it right. CW is doing an amazing job of that. And that's why CW's shows are kind of lasting. They give you a chance to catch up. Agent Carter, it's brilliant that they've kept all of the episodes. Same with even going across to a different country, Sailor Moon Crystal has all of the episodes up, so even if you were, like, way behind, you could still catch up in an afternoon, or if you were sick over a weekend. You know, giving someone a chance to actually fully enjoy it all at once versus having to watch week by week by week, a lot of people nowadays don't like that. And so when they, like you said, Sci-Fi did a marathon, of course you would see high numbers because people got a chance to enjoy it all at once, at their leisure, and by the end, if they stayed through all 8 episodes and that was a strong performance, it means they want more.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? CW did the same thing with Jane the Virgin. Ow. I'm not gonna lie, the name of the series put me off.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that there wasn't that. The promotion really started when the lead actress that plays Jane got nominated for a Golden Globe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the promotion started for it. And then eventually, so I kind of was like, okay, what's Jane the Virgin about? Because the name is off-putting. And everybody on my Twitter feed was like, give it a chance. Forget the name, give it a chance. And oh my God, the show is amazing. But again, it was a pain in the ass to find. It was a pain in the ass to find all the episodes because once again, Hulu and CW had like the first 4, and then they had the current episode.
CW surprises me about that too. I mean, they'll put out like 5 or 6 versus say NBC's 3 episodes at a time,
something like that. Yeah.
5 for.
It's the current 3. So like with Constantine, I had to like go around and find somebody who had them saved because they only had the current 3 episodes. But I couldn't. I had to find people because we already seen the first episode, but I'm like I had to find somebody who had the rest of them. Like, who's got the ones I can watch? But then with Jane the Virgin, the CW had the first 4, which I watched all in one night, and then it jumped to episode 10.
Oh, wow.
And I had to sit there and wait. Okay, episode 11 aired. They got rid of the first episode. They added episode 5. So I kind of had to make sure I was paying attention.
Otherwise, you miss it.
If I missed a week, I would miss the episode I needed to watch. But that's the other thing. Like, I didn't feel they didn't do that much promotion or made me want to watch it until she got nominated, which I'm glad Gina Rodriguez got nominated for a Golden Globe and won.
Yeah.
But all I heard was Jane the Virgin, and I'm like, yeah, not interested.
Well, like, I remember when that trailer first came on, they didn't make the show look good at all. Like, the whole thing was, artificial insemination, whatever that kind of thing is. And they didn't make it look funny or anything. So I'm glad it's doing really well, though. It seems really funny.
They did make it look more dramatic than it was. Because I remember the title intrigued me, so I checked out the first episode. And I was like, this is actually funny. I thought it was supposed to be like the whole Gossip Girl vein where there's witty dialogue, but it's not a comedy type of thing. So, but
Place is doing good.
Major Exec should just hire they need to find out how to use these things.
Yeah.
It's been at least 6 years since we've become hyper about like when did live tweeting really take off? I'm not sure why that's not happening the way it should.
Yeah. You feel like we'd have more of a voice.
Well, I mean, we can have a voice. It's just, are they going to listen to it?
Yeah.
And it's dumb not to. Like, if if Fox's like stupid idea of cracking down on like the Jane Cobb hats, you know what you know about that?
I heard about that.
So that's a problem because number one, they're not allowed to do that. It is they're not allowed to own a hat. You can't, like, if it had a symbol of the show on it, they have every right to shut that down. However, just making hats, t-shirts, pants are open designs. No one owns copyrights to hats. No one owns copyrights to bows. No one owns copyrights to
colors.
Yeah, and colors. So Fox, knowing that they messed up by getting rid of a show that fans consistently support, and the fan base grows and grows as people become more into like nerdy things. You go through the show at least once in your journey, your geeky journey. People aren't actually going to want this hat because it's kind of the symbol of the show, but it's not their official symbol. And even if it was, they would have to have something else. They can't own it. So Fox was like, oh, we messed up on this. Let's start shutting people down so we can sell it and make a profit, because we missed out on the profit because we canceled a show.
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to listen to your fan bases. Same thing with musicians. Everyone will get... If you don't have your fans, you don't have your income on those kind of things. And that's why I fully believe that we, as Marvel fans, can totally bring the X-Men back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All it takes is not going once to see a Fox X-Men movie. It can happen. I feel like the little angels in the outfield. It could happen.
Speaking of that, let me ask you guys, since we're on that topic, the whole Spider-Man thing.
I think
with Sony and Marvel working together with Spider-Man.
I'm ecstatic. I am so happy. Like, it's...
I'm really excited too.
X-Men, guys.
See?
It's close. All it takes is one bad movie, or just not seeing the movie. You could illegally download it, or see it at the Dollar Theater. Go see it at the Dollar Theater. Just postpone one movie. You can have your Wolverine with the Avengers. You can have people with mutant powers. We can see Magneto as the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. All it takes is not seeing the next Fox one in the major theater. Not that hard. You'll save some money, too.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't know, I just really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. That's the only thing.
I feel like Andrew made a good Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a really good Peter Parker, but like I didn't really like him as Spider-Man. I know it's weird because they're like the same people, but you get what I'm saying, right?
I know what you mean. I definitely love him as Peter.
They also gave him a happy storyline. Like, I really, when the first Amazing Spider-Man came out, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I told people they needed to go watch it. Then I realized it's because the other 3 Spider-Man movies were crap. I didn't even watch the third one. I haven't even seen the third one. And then when the second one came out, it was like, let's just throw all these things into a mixer, push mix, and see what happens.
And then
I feel like Sam Raimi this last one, where they bit off more than they could chew. Like, they tried to throw Rhino in there, and first off, I don't know why. I get that Nolan's Batman worked in the realm of reality, but it's Batman.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to do this realistic version of superpowered people, or metahumans, if you will, because that's what everyone's calling them. The Rhino in a tank suit. It's not the Rhino.
See, that's the thing that put me off too. I was like, what is this?
And in the trailers, they made it look like he would have more of a bigger role in the movie.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sitting there waiting, and it's the ending, and I'm like, what? I'm hoping it, because I don't want another origin story. I'm over the origin stories.
I think if they do an origin story, they need to kill off Peter Parker, because this is the one thing I've been reading, kill off Peter Parker, and if they're going to do that with Civil War, which would kind of be cool, and then throw in Miles or just a whole other different incarnation of Spider-Man, and do it not as Peter Parker, that would be a great way to, if you want an origin story, that's the only real way to do it. Don't give me another Peter Parker.
No, I don't want another Peter Parker origin story either. I'm over them. I actually would definitely want Miles Morales.
Yep.
That's where I want this to go.
Yeah,
Like they're already pushed back Captain Marvel and Black Panther. They pushed back the dates because Spider-Man's getting released.
Wants Black Panther. Why is this not like coming out sooner? He's been talking
Spider-Man, it took over Thor's release date. Thor took over Black Panther's. Black Panther took over Captain Marvel, and then they completely pushed New Humans to come out after Infinity War. Inhumans is coming out after Infinity War. So, but I'm like, really, you're going to push back Black Panther and Captain Marvel?
The two individual stories
that we're most excited about.
Yes. So it's like, okay, cool. Give me another 4 months for Carol to be on the big screen. Thank you guys. And I'm just like, but yeah, I really don't want another origin story. I don't. That's my thing on it.
My big thing about Black Panther, and one of the main reasons I want to see it before Captain Marvel, I really want Captain Marvel, like, don't get me wrong, but I know Stan Lee has been pimping a Black Panther movie since they announced Marvel Studios. Like, he's like, I just can't wait to see a Black Panther movie. Stan the man himself has been all about it. Like, the guy's old. Don't let him die before it happens, please. Like, I'm all just for him. I'm like, just for Stan. He's given us so much. Like, I don't know. It's frustrating. They could push back Civil War. Like, do that first. Like, give me a new character.
Push back Doctor Strange for all I care. Black Panther and Captain Marvel. Like, I feel like those two should have been the movies that should come out first. Not another freaking Thor movie. Like, I'm so over trying to see Loki trying to take over just galaxies, universes.
Movie or like a mini series on YouTube where he tries to like make him lose his powers for like a year or like a season, and like he has to learn how to be human, and he has to like odd couple it with Hawkeye or something. Just put it online. Give me something random, non-super powered, so it's low budget, but no more of the shenanigans.
Yeah. So like I'm all for another Captain America movie just because I want to find out what happens to Winter Soldier.
Me too.
But I'm like, I don't need another adventure of Thor. I've seen enough.
Yeah, well, we all know if it was another adventure, it wouldn't be of Thor, it'd be of Loki.
Yeah, pretty much. But I really think that they shouldn't have pushed back Captain Marvel and Black Panther just to squeeze in another Spider-Man movie.
Have you heard the rumor about Black Panther's sister making an appearance in the new Avengers? Did I hear that from you guys?
No, I haven't heard about this.
So you know in the trailer where the woman drops the drape and like there's a pond and it's the pond that Thor's like, muscles, and like pops out of the water?
Oh, yeah.
That's supposedly Black Panther's sister.
Oh, man.
So, I don't know what that means, and that's also a rumor, but I'm hoping it's true.
Be good foreshadowing.
Yeah. Which means it pushed things back. Do you know if that's...
Oh, no, I was thinking that, I actually have to get going. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I still haven't had dinner, and I have to do a whole bunch of writing crap for Agents of Geek, and I want to get that done before I go to sleep.
I'm all bad.
Not crap. I didn't mean to say crap. I mean just like how this.
Don't worry, that's how I refer to my writing. Don't worry.
Like, it's just more of language like that we use nowadays. It's current vernacular. Crap means and stuff, not that any.
Yeah, I have to. They sent me the PDF for the comic that I have to read, and then so I have to write a review for it.
Cool.
Okay, so I have to eat too. So I'm gonna head out.
Alright, we should probably end since we also switched or something, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Probably.
Alright, then. It was fun.
It was fun. Lots of fun. We talked about toys. It was fun.
It was in line. We want Agent Carter toys, so.
Yeah.
And talked a little bit about the Marvel the movie universe, so it was all
in some way it's all relevant, even if it is being like
Its own little world.
More
That's been
Agent Carter stuff.
Make Agent Carter.
Yeah.
Alright, signing off. We'll see you guys probably Friday or Saturday for this week's episode.
Definitely.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.